What's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here, back with another Madden Ultimate Team video. Now I know it's been roughly 2 weeks, maybe even a little bit more since my last upload. I was really hoping to, after constructing my team, I was looking forward to playing more games online and uploading more gameplay videos for you guys. And by more, I mean more than zero, because I don't think I've uploaded anything gameplay wise so far this year in Madden Ultimate Team. And unfortunately, I just got really busy. I turned 30 this month, and I've been going out almost every weekend, which is pretty ridiculous and is definitely not the norm. I mean, I enjoy going out and spending time with friends and family, but I work a lot during the week, and I do enjoy having easier weekends here and there just to sort of compose myself before the following work week. And I've just not had that time to myself to not just relax, but to also play Madden Ultimate Team and get some gameplay out for you guys. So I just wanted to start this video by getting that out of the way. I apologize for that. And now with what we got in the game today, the gameplay on the channel when it comes to Madden Ultimate Team is going to be even further delayed, but it is for good reason. And there's a reason why I'm not starting off this video in Madden Ultimate Team. I'm starting it off from the main menu because I have not been on MUT for about 10 hours or so. It is roughly 9:45 p.m. I just got back home. I was actually at the Knicks-Nets game at Barclays, which unfortunately I got to see the Knicks lose. But it's fine. It's whatever. I'm not crying. You're crying. But I've not been on MUT in the last 10 hours, and I've been selling a lot of stuff, mainly my 94 investments. And I want to take a look and see how many coins we are sitting at right now. You can see we were at 20 million coins when I left, and holy moly, we're at 24.6. I still have 24.8 now, and I bought a player. So you have 395. I don't know what. Oh, you know what that is? I think I sold my Byars. The running back, the campus hero running back, Keith Byars. I sold him for 440. I had two other 96s that I sold for, I believe, closer to 400K, which I should have just waited to sell them, but honestly, it's fine. 96s weren't really great value, and then all of these are going to be the 94s that I sold for what, in my opinion, is an absolute insane value when it comes to what I thought cards were going to go for when the TVP dropped. I don't know what that's for 274. Who knows? We can go back and look. But you can see here I did get a Mean Joe Green with the TVPs coming back for a limited time. I wanted to invest in Mean Joe Green. Not that I think he's going to be a significant riser when the TVP leaves in a few days. But I figured I'd get him. I'd give him a shot. And if I liked him, I'll keep him. And I'll more than likely like the player item. And if I don't like him, I'm sure I can sell him and not lose that much when it comes to coins. And honestly, I've made so much when it comes to coins just in the last 12 hours of the TVP returning. I mean, literally right there, we saw another card sell. Literally another 3 cards sold while I was looking at the cards that I had sell earlier, and while I was talking to you guys about my plan with Mean Joe Green. It's crazy. 94 overalls that I bought for like 100K and less, I'm selling for over double that right now. If we take a look at the marketplace first, because in case you don't know, and I'd be very shocked if you did not know because everyone's been talking about it, the TVP has returned without any announcement. I was watching Gut Fox this morning. I was, on MUT casually about to try and crack out another couple of solo battles before I was going to get ready to head out to Brooklyn for the game. And all of a sudden, Gut Fox is like, oh, the TVP's back. And it didn't really hit me at first. until Guffog was like, oh, I got to take a picture for the Twitter. And then I looked and I saw, oh, the TVP's back. But it wasn't just the fact that the TVP was back. It was the fact that it was back for 9,000 training. And I don't remember if this is the same price or the same cost, the same training cost, I should say, as the TVP was when it came out last time. But I feel like it was, because I remember when the TVP left and about 5 days later, training crashed down to, I believe, 2.4 coins per training. And then the following week, I think it hit about 2.2, maybe 2 coins per training. I thought that whenever the TVP was going to come back, we were going to see it coming back at a cost of 12,000 to maybe 15,000 training for a TVP. And the fact that it's in the store for only 5 days and it costs 9,000 training was great. And it was great because of the timing at which it came out as well. Coming into this week, we got our first AKA limited, and so for that reason, Monday was pretty hyped this week. We had the Gravedigger limited that came out, and training didn't really go up that much because the cards that we got, the JPP, I forgot what the other card was, and the Hargrave weren't really big names, weren't really flashy names. People weren't really excited to blow their training load on rerolls for the AKAs to get that Hargrave. But people were also saving their training for Tuesday for the weekly wild cards. And unfortunately, when are those packs still in this? Right here? When those packs came out, we only got 5 coin packs for the where is it? Where are the week? Do I not have any more? Right here. We only have. I'm sorry. We have 10. I thought we had 5. We only get 10 weekly wildcard packs every week that you can buy with coins, and there's no training reroll for the weekly wildcards program. And I guess EA's argument is that they're treating it like a reskin of the Team of the Week program. But apparently, from what I understand, the wildcard program last year had rolls, and I don't like that we don't have rolls and have a limit on the number of coin packs, because a lot of people don't spend money on this game. I'm at a point with my coin stack where I will not be spending any more money on this game. I'll have to find a good use for that 700 point amount that I have left to spend. But restricting our ability to engage in a program by giving us a limited quantity of packs that we can purchase with coins and giving us no training offers for a promo really hurts the consumer base, because we don't have as many ways to engage with the program. You know, if we don't want to spend money and we're done buying these 10 weekly wildcard packs, then we're basically done for the week, unless we have a fat coin stack like I guess I technically have compared to the average MUT player right now. And then I use some of that coin stack to go and buy a Drake London or build a Drake London, because that was an affordable set this week, just as an example. So I'm hopeful that EA will make amends to their program, to this weekly wildcards program next week. I don't know if that will happen. I'm actually pretty confident that it won't happen. And I think that the TVP was brought back as a way to kind of bring some life to MUT, because MUT was kind of in a weird place with, the AKAs. The new AKAs are actually pretty cool, but we had a dud drop this week. Wasn't really that exciting, even though we had our first limited. Not as exciting as the week 1 release of AKA the new class. Wildcards not having a training roll and limited quantity coin packs really, really sucked. And then the playoffs, were cool. We actually had a really solid playoffs drop, but after a day of that, by Friday, it just felt like MUT was pretty dead. And it really shouldn't be dead, because we're heading into, conference championship weekend. We're going to learn who's going to the Super Bowl tomorrow. And so you would think that EA would really be trying to hype us up in MUT, trying to give us more things to do. And it really felt like EA didn't want us to engage with the program that much, or with the game mode that much, which is really, really unfortunate. So, yeah, while I would prefer to have these programs like weekly wildcards give us more engagement opportunities, I think bringing back the TVP as like a jump start to the game mode and keeping it in here for a short amount of time just for 5 days, I think is honestly great. And them bringing back the TVP again for 9,000 training is huge because, as you can see, we had another couple of players I think sell, which is great. Um, as you can see, I'm selling and I'm making a ridiculous amount of coins. I mean, I did sell a couple of players that I bought for my team, but I think I'm still keeping roughly, I don't know, 60%, 50% maybe of the players that I invested in and I bought following the Christmas Day glitch when I was blessed with a fairly significant amount of coins. And I bought a lot of those Ghost of Madden Past. I sold off, I'll show you in a bit, but I want to first show, if I can, what I've sold through here. Did all the cards that I post sell? Oh, shoot. Did all my 94 sell? Am I done? We're gonna go take a look. But you can see I sold like my Lawrence Taylor, for example. I'm just happy to have gotten rid of him. 93 overall card that I got in December, and he dropped in in November and late November as part of the harvest promo during Thanksgiving. We're due for a new Lawrence Taylor. Maybe he's gonna come out in the first batch of Ultimate Legends. That's gonna come out, I guess, in 2 weekends. And then I don't really have much else here to show, which is unfortunate. Will Shields has also been sold off of my team. Sold him for 305. I sold back my Creed Humphrey early in the morning while training was still going up in value. I sold him back for roughly 290K because I want to buy the Ryan Jensen, the Red Tornado, because he has a motivator boost for guards, which I think is awesome. And I sold Will Shields because I think I'm going to go with Marshall Yonda as my BND legend, but I want to wait to see if we get another set of legends next week, because when we got the legends for this weekend, which were, we had Michael Irvin and Tracy Porter, I think, were the set legends, and then we had Mean Joe Green and Owen Daniels as our limited legends for this weekend. EA did not announce on Twitter if that was going to be the last Legends drop. So I'll be interested to see if we get Legends again next weekend. And the reason why I'm interested is the same reason why I've sold off my team with the TVP coming back. This is a great opportunity to liquidate everything. The training that you bought, which is what I did. I was at 14 million coins headed into this morning with, I believe, 30 94 overalls, and I sold almost every 94 overall for about 220,000 coins. After tax, I believe that's a hair under 198 or right at 198,000 coins. And I bought every single one of those 94s for basically between 90K and 105K. So after tax, I was making 90K roughly on every single one of those. So, what is that? 90 times 30, is that that's not 2.7, is it? Let's see. 90. Anyways, I'm too tired to do that math, and I don't want to bring out the calculator up on my phone. I'm lazy. But 90,000 coins of profit over the course of 30 cars that I had to sell is pretty damn nice. It's really, really damn nice. I'm very happy about that. Obviously, it sucks that I'm not going to be able to bring gameplay. Also, once again, the competitive pass player is not that exciting, so I think I'll just casually grind out solo battles and get him that way. And if I don't get him, I'm really just trying to grind out the season XP, trying to get that Ed Reed, which I believe I'll get Ed Reed tonight whenever I finish up the daily for today. And then I'll hopefully get, I don't know if I'll be able to get Gronk by next weekend, but my hope is that by the following week, because I want to buy my team back, obviously, the following week when TVPs leave. Because if I remember correctly, when TVPs left last time, we saw the market still stay kind of high until, I think, 4 or 5 days after the TVP left, and then that's when we saw the market hit 2.4. And I think we're not going to see the TVP out of the market for long. I really do feel like, again, EA just kind of brought this in as like a stimulus package to try to get hype back around the game. A lot of people were complaining about the TVPs not being in in the market. I never got that. I felt like if EA treated their programs right, as I mentioned earlier, and gave us ways to engage with programs, giving us training roles, then we could have had a pretty nice, schedule of, you invest in training on Legend Saturdays, for example, or Ultimate Legend Saturdays, and then you sell off your investments that you made on Saturday on Monday and Tuesday when the AKA roles come out with a brand new limited and when the weekly wildcards come out with a brand new limited. I'm upset that I couldn't engage with the TVP when Isaiah Hodgins got his limited as part of the wildcard program last Tuesday, but that's fine. Honestly, Hodgins is going to be a card that I'm going to have to get when he gets reduxed in the next or the following iteration of the TVP, whenever that comes out. So where do you go from here, right? The TVP is going to be leaving the store this Thursday morning, which I believe is February the 2nd, and I don't think we're going to see it in the store again until maybe the weekend after the Super Bowl, which is going to be the weekend of February the 18th, I believe. And I think that's going to be the first weekend that we get Ultimate Legends, at least from what I remember from the months that I played previously. Ultimate Legends come out the weekend after the Super Bowl. So we'll have to see if we get the TVP then. I think it makes a lot of sense for the TVP to come back with Ultimate Legends to try to bring back some more hype into MUT. I know for a lot of people that play this game mode religiously, the game dies out after the season is over, once a team hoists the Lombardi Trophy. And I know there's not a large number, but there's like a certain number of people that'll move on to a different game, like MLB The Show, for example. I think that comes out in March or maybe late February. I'm not really too sure. So I think that would be a good way to bring back some hype, TVP plus Ultimate Legend. So what am I going to do in terms of my team? Because as I mentioned, I did sell off a pretty significant portion of my team to the point where I don't feel comfortable playing with this team online. I mean, I right now have no right guard, and I got to throw someone in here just for, posterity's sake. We'll go ahead and we'll throw Kevin Zeitler in there. You'll see that I bought Andrew Thomas, and yes, I'm going to take my victory lap on Andrew Thomas. I called, I believe in my last video or the one before that one, that I called that we were going to get Andrew Thomas. I thought he was one of the best Giants on the team this year. And if you look at a lot of the players that got high overall cards on the Giants that could have gotten a playoffs card, Dexter Lawrence, 95 overall, 0 chill limited. Saquon Barkley, 94 overall, all Madden player. Daniel Jones got a 96 team of the week, I believe, for whatever week the Giants played Minnesota. Week 16, I think, week 17. I have no idea. I think it was week 17, maybe. I'm totally blanking on it. No, it was week 16 because then the Giants beat the Colts the following week, I believe. Anyways, that doesn't matter. I got Andrew Thomas, and I'm really glad I did because, he's going to be on my team for the rest of the year. And he gets identifier for 0, which is great because of the fact that I got Creed Humphrey from the auction house, and I, for that reason, got Anthony Munoz as my BND, left tackle. I had planned out to get Creed Humphrey as my BND player from the Zero Chill Field Pass. That did not work out. I was kind of bummed because I thought I was going to potentially move on from Anthony Munoz pretty quickly. But lo and behold, my boy Andrew Thomas gets the same ability that Creed Humphrey gets for 0 in Identifier, which makes Creed Humphrey not as valuable on my team as Anthony Munoz now. And then we got that Ryan Jensen, and that really just put an expiration date on my Creed Humphrey. So I'm going to plan to buy my team back, I guess, starting from a week from today, which is fine. Again, for me, honestly, I was busy today. I'm going to be busy tomorrow for the conference championship games. I'm very excited for those. Hopefully, San Fran can pull off what I guess is going to be an upset and beat Philadelphia. That would be great. Let me know in the comments down below who you have going to the Super Bowl. I do think Philly is going to win. I think it's going to end up being Philly and Kansas City. I just feel like Kansas City finally gets it right against Cincinnati, and I think we're going to have the Andy Reid Bowl, his former team playing against his current team, Eagles versus Chiefs, and then I'll have to cheer for Pat Mahomes to hopefully beat those birds because I do not want them to hoist another Lombardi because that would make me very sad. But that's my game plan, to buy back my team. I believe we're going to get the Super Bowl promo next Thursday when the TVP leaves, and I don't think we're going to see the TVP come back again until the weekend of Ultimate Legends, because NFL Honors, when it does come out, is going to be littered with limiteds, I believe, and that's a moneymaker promo for EA. If you look at the prices of the limiteds this week or this weekend, with Mean Joe Green, for example, who I bought for $410, you compare that to the Chris McAllister, and I'm missing a rush left end. I really want to just take a look at the Chris McAllister just to show off the price, because I think he's going for a ridiculous amount. We'll just throw Mean Joe Green in there, sure. Why not? Is that every position filled now? Are we good? Are we happy? Oh, I'm missing a right outside linebacker because my Lawrence Taylor pieced out. He's no longer with the family, but that's fine. Lawrence Taylor honestly stayed on this team for a really long time, and I'm only selling him because I'm hopeful that we get another Lawrence Taylor really, really soon. I think that should be everything in my lineup. So Mean Joe Green I got for $410K. If you take a look at Chris McAllister, who was one of the LTDs that we got on Thursday as part of the playoffs promo part 3, we can take a look and see what he's going for. MCA. And then we'll go to 96, 97 for playoffs. Let's see, what is he going for? 1.6, which is absolutely absurd to me, 1.6. And I get it. A lot of people now have a lot of coins. People that were investing in training for the last 3 weeks and cashed out today, like myself, are probably sitting on a significantly larger amount of coins than they had heading into today. And so I guess maybe for that reason, Chris McAllister is staying at this price. But he was 1.6 mil, I feel like, since he came out, because people were not getting him out of the playoff role, which is really, really unfortunate. But now if we take a look at Legends and I go to let's see what Mean Joe Green's cheapest is. Oh, he's up to 480. I mean, that's still pretty pricey. I got him for 410, as I mentioned, which I'm pretty happy about. But yeah, you can see right here, 410K, and Andrew Thomas for 280. And I feel like now all these 96s are like 440K or higher, because for 96s to be at 4K or 4 coins for training, I believe they're at 110,000 training quick sell. That's 440K. So yeah, quick math. Yeah, I can't believe that the TVP came back for just 5 days. I think that's fantastic. Again, I think it's going to come back. I think it's going to cost more. I really do think EA did this because they looked at the economics and they saw that the game was really not in a great place this week. Cards were really, really cheap. And, while on the one hand, I do wish that I did buy more players like Alan Faneca, like Ryan Jensen, when those cards were cheap. I mean, both of those player items were down to the low 300s at various points throughout the week. And I did not capitalize on that, and I could have sold them and made coins. But honestly, I'm kind of glad that I didn't. I feel like those cards are going to be cheap that price, calling that price cheap, 300K. They'll be that cheap, if not cheaper, in a week when the TVP is gone. And then I think we're going to get an overall boost. I meant to mention that much earlier. Next weekend, as part of the Super Bowl promo and Legends, I think we are due for an overall increase, which means we're going to see a pack odds increase. So all these things coupled with the TVP leaving, I think if you're looking to buy anyone for your team to keep, this is not the time to do it. This is going to be a seller's market for the next few days. I really don't plan on playing much MUT outside of playing solo battles anyways, and there really is no market work for me to do either. I mean, the way the TVP works is you're going to have this, coin per training floor that's going to be defined probably by tomorrow, if not already, and I think it's going to be roughly at 4. I think in the morning, the training floor looked to be like 3.3, but the market floor was still rising. So, again, I'm just glad to have the TVP back for a short amount of time. I would rather have promos have more ways for us to engage. But if the TVP is going to come back for 5 days and it's going to still be 9,000 training, I mean, hey, honestly, I made more coins selling off my 94s today for whatever I sold them for, 4.2, 4.3, however much 220,000 coins is for a 94 overall. I don't think I would have been able to sell them for nearly that much through, me waiting and trying to lazy sell on Monday for the AKA rolls. I mean, I was selling a couple of my 94s like a week or so ago for like 150K, and I felt like that was great value. And then here I am selling my 94s for like 220K a pop pretty easily. And it's crazy. It's crazy what a short-term TVP stimulus can do to the MUT economy. So anyways, I wanted to keep this video shorter, and I failed at that like I always do. I feel like I'm always hitting 25 minutes. If you sold off your team today or sold off any players, let me know how much profit did you make or what your coin stack is looking like right now, and when you're looking to buy your team back. Because, again, like I mentioned, I think the best time to buy your team is going to be starting roughly a week from now, the week after, this following weekend coming up when the TVP leaves. Because I think a lot of people have the same idea that I have, which is, to sell off your team and then buy back your team once the TVP is gone. I think we're going to, for that reason, see player prices remain pretty elevated through next weekend. But then that following weekend, we'll hopefully at that point have had a Super Bowl promo come out with 97 overalls, a legend or playoff legend promo come out over the weekend with 97 overalls, and with the TVP at that point having been out of the game for about 4 days, we'll hopefully see the market kind of level back out, and hopefully we'll see cards come back down to 2 coins per training, which is going to be when I'm going to be looking to build my team. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Again, I apologize for the lack of gameplay. I got pretty busy, and then the weekend, the one Saturday morning that I'm like relatively free, that I'm, not streaming with my partner in crime, Tony, the TVP drops, and that basically made me not want to play online because of the prices that I was seeing on the auction house today. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. More content, hopefully coming soon. I'll probably get another video out later on this week when the TVP leaves and the Super Bowl promo comes in, so we can talk about those players, any of them that I'm interested in, that I'm not interested in, and then some of the players that have come out recently whose price I expect to tank, guys like Ryan Jensen and Alan Faneca, that I want to add to my team. I also, really, really quickly, I do want to work on building a Giants theme team. One of the big reasons why I invested in a lot of training, and not like it was a crazy amount. Again, only 30 94s and then a few other random overalls here and there. But the reason why I wanted to invest in training that I could sell off when the TVP came back was because I want to have a really good team. I want to play online with that team, and I want to hopefully have success with that team online. But I also want to slowly start piecing together my Giants theme team, because while the Legends theme team is still the top the top theme team to run, that's why I added Mean Joe Green and stuff like that. I want to be able to play with my Giants. I felt like my Giants had a really good year this year. We have a lot of pretty solid Giant players in the game. We have a 96 Daniel Jones, 96 Andrew Thomas, as I mentioned earlier. We got a Carl Banks through the Season 3 Field Pass. We're going to probably get Lawrence Taylor soonish. I think we're also going to get a Michael Strahan soonish. And then through the playoff promo, outside of Andrew Thomas, we got a bunch of pretty solid lower overall players. Guys like 93 Evan Neal, 93 Fabian Moreau, who I'm going to be getting hopefully in the next couple of days. I believe we had a 91 Matt Breida, a 91 overall Julian Love, who I have on my team as well. I mean, if I were to just sort by Giants, you can see, again, a pretty solid group right here. I think Herman Moore also gets Giants Chem. At least he used to. Let's see if that's still true before I end the video. He never really, I think, played for the Giants, or at least caught any passes for the Giants. But I believe because he played in like 1 week 17 game with the Giants, he got Giants Chem in the last Madden that I played. And he gets Giants Chem here, which is hilarious. So, yeah, I have Herman Moore and I have Plaxico Burress. So, if you're wondering why I sold off some players like Creed Humphrey and Will Shields, but I didn't sell off wide receivers. And wide receivers, as you all know, are pretty easily replaced. I feel like every 2 to 3 weeks, we get a couple of top-end wide receivers. But Herman Moore and Plaxico Burress are going to be on my Giants theme team. And so, for that reason, I have no reason to sell them. I mean, that and I have 26 million plus coins. I'm hopeful that I can get upwards of 27 mil once I sell off some more stuff that I have to sell. But yeah, that was the main reason why I wanted to kind of sell off, take advantage of the market going high, because I'm hopeful that I can have a Giants theme team that'll be somewhat respectable if I were to take it online into MUT Champs or season. So yeah, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I'll see you later.